Oh, yeah. Okay, it's all right. I think that's so sad.
How about you guys?
Hey, yo!
He was not expecting an army of people.
No, I was expecting just him.
I didn't.
I'm a nice guy. Oh, this isn't IDW. Sorry.
Oh,
No, because there's no chairs left.
There's 2 chairs here.
3, 5.
one here.
It's at least 5.
No one wants to fight over the seats.
No one wants to be that person.
It's okay. They're going to leave. That's fine. I understand.
So are you bugging off like half an hour to watch the IW?
Yeah.
Nobody? Just playing Robert's
They have the code.
That's the panel. Hey, watch out.
Nobody
Nobody knows what's going on in there. Viral. He's going to kill a full lot of characters now for revenge. Sounds like fun. You did this.
Hello, everybody.
It doesn't seem right to do a Thew video without that music. We don't have that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, everyone.
Before you go nuts, are you absolutely sure that camera's recording? You didn't do mash play when you meant mash record, did you?
F*** it.
It's recording.
I'm sorry, if there are people who like haven't come here to see this, screw 'em.
Wow, turn on the audience immediately. I like it.
Because you guys are brilliant, you are here, you are watching this, that's awesome.
Woo! Yeah! I can't believe it.
I was going to be.
Okay, who the hell are you?
My name is Thew Adams, and I do a thing on YouTube, which is where I talk about robots and that. Okay. Thanks for coming.
Okay, should we do the stupid questions?
If you insist.
Okay, you an Autobot or Decepticon?
Recently, I'm feeling more like an Autobot than I thought I was. Does that mean anything?
It's
Is that a
called
sentence?
Autobotic existential crisis.
Yeah.
Okay, how many points for articulation have you got?
just the 2. Just the elbows. 88 style.
Okay, and what accessories do you come with?
I come with a rocket punch and a rad attitude.
Wait, and how many missiles?
14 missiles!
Okay. Right, so we will be digging out as many theorisms as we can squeeze in.
I can't remember any of them.
Okay, well we are here interviewing... Interview? No.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, what the hell are you doing at Auto Assembly?
I came.
TMI.
Oh. No, I thought, I've been meaning to do it for years, and I just never got around to it. So I thought I'd better do it, seeing as it's the last one. You know, it's quite an experience. Everybody's awesome, and yeah, toys are pretty expensive, aren't they? I like it, but you know, they are the lifeblood. What a twatty thing to say.
Don't worry, I promise I won't edit that out.
Oh, good.
Cool. So toys at all? You know, we're grown adults apparently. What the hell are we doing collecting toys?
What are you asking me for? Well, I personally, you know, I liked them as a kid, as I'm sure we all did, and I just sort of started doing it again when I realised that they were good again. like, you know, Armada and everything was like a total turn off. And like coming back to that retrospectively, obviously like you can appreciate it for how naff it is. But like when it got good again with like alternators and classics and that, I thought, well, I don't care if anyone's going to judge me now because I'm a grown ass man. And and then, you know, it's been 8 years and it's not slowing down. So that's the answer to that question.
So, a lot of people here.
I know.
A lot of people here buy toys. A few of how many people actually do like YouTube stuff here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did prominent.
That counts.
I contribute more to his, to be honest.
I stole two.
I do as well.
So, what made you like pick up a camera, point at a toy, and think people want to hear your opinion?
I don't deign to believe for a second that anyone cares what I think about toys. But I mostly just wanted to make some videos because I did like that's sort of what I do for a living in marketing and that. I make corporate videos and things. But before any of that happened, I did like a media course when I was sort of 18, 19, and then just didn't do any videos for like 4 or 5 years. And I really missed editing mostly because that for me is the most fun bit. And I thought I need to do something so that I can then do some editing. And as it happened, I just got into like classics Astro Train and a couple of alternators and whatnot. So I thought I suppose I could do some of me talking as a filler point between funny stuff that I can do with these toys, and that's kind of never gone away. That's how I get down.
Cool. So, what did you start with? What was your first toy that you reviewed?
Oh God, it was terrible. The first few sort of reviews I did, they were all sort of. I wanted to make sort of like a sketch show almost, but like also with kind of a bit of Top Gear and whatnot sort of mixed in, because I enjoy the sort of structure of those shows and sort of the way that they go from one product to the next and so forth, and just sort of maybe cut in a little tiny bit of one here and there, and then cut away from it completely and never come back to it. So I thought, like, there are toys that I like, I could do a minute and a half on them, and then do 10 seconds on Micromasters, and then build it up in that way. And like, I look back at the first one now, and I can see what I was going for, but it was pretty rough around the edges. And like 2, 3, and 4, I mean, the second one is just the worst. Oh God. But 4 was sort of where it started to come into its own and become what I wanted it to be almost. God, I sound pretentious.
Okay, so of all the stuff that you have reviewed, because it's like, what, you're on 200?
You wish. 155 is the next one. Not that I keep track.
So what's been like your favourite thing to review?
Recently I think the one I had the most fun reviewing was the Geiger Power, the Stegosaurus, the Gutur. Because it's like so ridiculously overdone of what it is. It's just, and it was something completely out of the blue as well, because they sort of approached me about it. They're like, do you want to do a Dinobot? Because, you know, the third party thing, I find it very difficult to keep track of who's doing what, and I find it like exhausting, and also quite sort of tiresome, because everyone's doing Dinobots, everyone's doing Insecticons, so I wouldn't have got into that off my own back. So to have them approach me about it and be like, here's this thing, and I'm like, and it's amazing, and it's just so huge and stupid, and like that's one of the, because I find it difficult to watch back things I've done, because like maybe this joke didn't land, or I missed a bit, or whatever, but that one I think that came out the best, and I had a really good time doing it, and he looks banging on the shelf. So, of recent times, Gutur gets the crown.
Excellent.
This is easier than I thought it'd be.
It's, you know, talking about toys, we love that. So is there anything that you've like really thought, I don't really want this on my shelf, but I should probably do a video of it? Or do you just do sort of like the stuff you
Yeah,
love?
I mean, there are times when you think, well, this toy's coming out and it's hot and new and it looks great, but I'm not really interested, but I should probably do it because it will get a couple of thousand hits, and like, they always come out bad, those videos. Like the Skids IDW figure from a couple of years ago. Like, I kind of like the figure, And I thought, well, yeah, people like that one. People want to hear about that. So I did it, and they always come out a little bit lackluster, I find, if you're doing it just for the views and just because you feel sort of obligated to do it. They don't sort of have the same sort of spark or the same magic to them, I find.
Generation Scoop.
Oh, thanks.
He looks like that.
He does look like that.
Right, okay, so your day job is now videos.
Yes, it is.
And you're doing this as a hobby as well.
Yeah, and that's probably, I'm sure you've noticed I barely do anything these days, because I'm doing videos at work, and like I use the same sort of setup and the same editing software and whatnot to do everything. So to be doing 8 hours of that and then come home and be like, oh God, do I have to? You know, to do it again, jeez. But that's the only sort of negative thing about it, is that I get a bit sort of, what's the word, sort of oversaturated on it. But apart from that, I feel like I've learned a lot from it, from doing it sort of professionally, to a degree.
So what is your, so obviously you're running these things a little bit more professionally than most of us. I mean, you know, I talk bollocks for half an hour and cut it down to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What's your... I do. As you can see, on that link there.
Oh, you're doing like a thing, right? Okay.
Can't see it, Jim.
Right. So, what is your process from picking up a toy and going, "Oh, I'm going to review this," to hitting publish?
Oh God, it takes a really long time, honestly, because I can't really wing it. I can't really do it live. So I always, I'm sorry to destroy the magic, but everything I do is completely scripted. Like you can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell because it's good.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, yeah, so what I'll do is I'll get the toy in hand, and I'll usually decide sort of in the first half an hour if I'm going to do a review on it. And then, like, you'll sort of make a decision on the things you want to say about it. Like you got your gimmicks and your articulation, how it looks, and how it transforms in the old mode, and what it means in the marketplace, and where its place is in your collection, and so on. And then you sort of just write that down, get the bare bones of it down, and then just agonise over it for a fortnight. Just chucking in jokes, going, I like painting and all this. So it's normally at least, at the very least, sort of 4 days from the beginning to actually sitting down and shooting. And then you've got to decide what t-shirt to wear, you've got to find your glasses, you've got to get a Red Bull down you, and then you've got to do it like, it's like a performance, I suppose, because it's completely scripted. You got to then act that out. So that can take anywhere up to sort of 5 to 6 hours, honestly, because I'm like really clumsy with the way I speak. I'm desperately nowhere near as articulate as I edit myself to be. So I have to cut it down. There's normally at least an hour and a half of like actual footage, which then needs to come right down into 3.5 minutes. And once you're happy with that, what was it, until we hit publish?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, let it render, let it upload. I normally just leave it overnight to upload, because they take forever anyway. And then you put it unlisted for a bit, and you put your annotations on, and then you go publish, and then you do, you get the link and you put it on Twitter and Facebook, and then you wait for everyone to tell you how much of a useless prick you are.
You didn't actually get a lot of the negative comments.
No, honestly, I don't. What's that?
We're not talking about 4chan.
Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Well, no, very little of it, honestly. I mean, but overwhelmingly, the response is always very positive, and that's why I do it. I mean, you know, it's constant, instant validation. It's brilliant. I love it.
Okay, and then once a year or so, you do something a little bit special.
What could you mean?
Well, take kind of toys that I can afford and take a Brit to them.
Yeah. And also tampons.
Oh yes, and you know, they're still pretty. The masterpiece ones, you know, they're horrible, deplorable. They're ruining the market. But also, I like them. So that they got spared. But what would you like to know about the knockoff beatdown?
Okay, so a lot of people have sort of. I mean, those were like your most popular videos.
By a long ass way, yeah. So I should probably do more of them. Yes. But no, I'm always sort of building up because I like to make each one bigger and better. But the last one I think was so heavy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to top that honestly. So unsubscribe immediately if you like. But no, I'm always sort of building up background radiation of knockoffs, sort of coming in little packages and whatnot from Sir Toys. This guy works at Sir Toys.
With, not at, with.
Pronouns.
Pronouns.
Yeah, but Ben from Ben's Collectibles, he was here a bit ago. Is he in the room?
I'm here.
Yay! It's Ben! But yeah, he sent me a big ass box of horrible, horrible shit. Maybe a different kind of video. Whole different section of Craigslist. But no, I've got like, you know the what is it, Beast Hunter's trail cutter? Is it? You know the little guy who's all spiky like Ironhide, and he's been like blown up to sort of that big, and he's in like burgundy, and he's just gross. But yeah, I love like how stupid some of those things are. So it's not all about like, oh look at this piece of garbage. You got to appreciate the daft ones when they come in because they're so precious and so weird and so creative that it would be completely churlish and unfair of me to be actually just breaking everything, right? And
Like
also
the
I
Black
got
Blue Onslaught.
what's that?
Like the Black Blue Onslaught with Prime's head and Shockwave's weapon.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's so stupid.
Would you like an example?
Go on then. Yeah, I got this today. It's the oh, sorry.
Review, preview.
Preview. Yeah.
We've done that one.
Damn. But yeah, it's the old it's the Ruinations, but it's
Ruination?
Yeah, he's going to get Ruination. Yeah, like some of the names, like the blast off is called Secondary Brain. What?
So terrible.
The combined form. Oh, tugging gun. Where else are you going to get that? Hasbro's not going to give you that. I mean, God bless them, you know. But also, sense of humour about it, please. Bit of daftness. And this, I think I did these very ones in Beatdown 2. Actually, got them from the pound shop. But this is proper. And also, I was talking to somebody about this. Like, you can just keep the weapons because I haven't got the weapon for my brawl or my swindle. So you just rob them off there. And this was 15 pounds, which is you pay that for a gun sometimes, right? Am I wrong? Probably. But yeah, he'll probably be in the next one. And also, Carl gave me one that turns into the number 9.
Okay, so apart from the knockoffs, is there anything that you've sort of seen on the horizon that's making you sort of rub your hands together and go, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that?
Well, I just got the Combined Wars Ultra Magnus. He's an absolute barb. And I'd love to get a Devastator if I can get my hands on one. I'm sure there's a few around, right?
Yeah.
Just one or two.
There's one in the audience.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hello. How's it going, Devastator? But yeah, obviously Devastator Ultra Magnus, and some other stuff.
And some other stuff, cool. Okay, so, right, let's do the opening it up to questions.
Oh God, be gentle.
Not that gentle. Has anyone got a question?
Yo. Right, what's your favourite version of Skywalk you own?
Ooh, I like you. I don't think it's.
Vicious monster.
Oh, that's a great question. I should really like the Generations one, the Cybertron version, but the one that was, you know.
Yeah, I know.
The
On the
full
Cybertron.
Cybertron Generations one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's beautiful. He's just probably the best sort of overall bot mode out of the ones that I can think of at the moment.
Except for the leader class.
Oh, mate. Yeah, the Combined Awards Leader Class one, that looks good. Very,
The first 2 Seekers are already out, so he should be out soon.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised there's none here. I thought there might be a chance of picking up a cheeky preview one, but there's no around.
That's
But
from the cracker.
Who? And also the alternative one's nice too.
Next question. At the back.
Yeah, where do you get the awesome theme tune from?
Oh, that's one of my old songs from my band.
And
This is a long time ago now. I like doing bands because I play the drums and that, but I tend to find I can't hack it for more than sort of 18 months at a time. So I've been through about 15 bands. But that was a band I did with my brother, just a 2-piece, him on guitar, me on drums, both of us yelling. The band was called Mouth, and the song is called Lord Money. And we wrote it.
can you get it from your SoundCloud?
You can get it from your SoundCloud. Thanks for asking a great question. But it's free, so I get nothing out of that.
Okay, next question.
Earlier on, you mentioned your job is editing, your hobby is editing.
Yeah.
Do you foresee a day where it's kind of like, my job is ruining my hobby?
Oh, all the time, yeah.
It's like, if I did work, it's like, I'm not editing today.
Every day of my life, yeah. That's why I do so little. Thanks for asking.
Have you
Twisting the dagger.
Okay, I do kind of have to ask this. Have you ever done something in your YouTube videos and got it right, but that's how I should be doing it as a day job?
I'd never get away with any of the stuff I do on YouTube for work, because it's like with the YouTube stuff, it's always maximum velocity, full death attack. But at work, I'd make videos about industrial lathes.
Yeah, we had a question over on that side. Yeah.
What has been the funniest piece of broken English you've seen on knockoff packaging?
Oh boy, I don't think it's going to get any better than that thing that I can't remember.
There was one example I found, which I found it in a when I was in Cyprus. It was a knockoff. It was an overscaled Legends Ironhide, and it said, "Hot Destrusion, let's save the Earth together."
Yes.
It was perfect.
I quite like what was it? Emergy.
Firefighter.
Firefighter. Somehow. Oh, and that you know that Fortress Maximus, the little tiny one, deluxe one. His name's Huge Extremely. So that's pretty good, right? Okay, we'll go with Huge Extremely, which I believe is what your mum said.
Okay, we've got a question at the back there.
What do you think of Octobotanus?
It's alright.
No, not these nice. Oh, he's okay there. Want to know.
Nice dude. Come on, don't be weird.
He moans quite a bit. Oh, his arms are so thin. I was going to try an American accent, but I'm terrible.
Does he have weirdly thin arms? Is there a... is that a thing?
So thin.
Oh, we're not talking about Paul's arms. He's okay. Give him a break, jeez.
Okay, question at the front.
If you could make a toy of any character, at any, sort of scale, Masterpiece, Classic, whatever, who would it be and why?
Oh boy, how about Masterpiece Crankcase? I enjoy that. It would be him because he's very handsome and I love him. And it would have the motorized thing, and also it would go pew, pew, pew. And it would probably have light piping. And I imagine it would probably be repainted as Brawn, and then nobody would buy it because Crankcase is bad. Is that a good answer? I don't think it was.
Well, this wasn't a good question.
Okay.
Okay, got it back.
A while ago you got a Maximus figure. Don't remember if it was a Grand Maximus or a Full Maximus.
Yes, I did, didn't I?
Are you going to review that?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. I'm going to have to. I really want to. But I don't. I want it to be like, number 200! Or something like that. So it'll probably be like 2028. If that's all right.
Okay, guy in the Punisher shirt.
Hey!
Hey, what got you started into the whole video making process?
I wanted to do some videos, and what actually happened was, did I cover this?
We kind of did.
But okay, let's do it again for Sammy. Basically, how it started was I wanted to do it, and I guess my computer, it turned out it had some editing software on it, Windows Movie Maker. I didn't realise it was a thing. I thought you had to always pay 500 million bucks to get any software like that. But like the basic version, it could do some of the things I wanted to. So I thought, okay, we'll do that. And I bought a Netgear. No, it was a smart webcam, and popped it on the desk, and then just started talking to it. But because it was so low down on the desk, everyone thinks I'm tall. And I am not. But yeah, that's what.
So what's the setup you use for your videos now?
At the moment, I use, if I can show you my little mate here. It's a, that is the camera that I use to make most of my videos, if you can believe it. It's a Canon PowerShot SX220HS, and I put that on a tripod, and I plug it into a telly, and I point the telly at me so I can see what's happening, and then I blather at it for like 9 hours.
We're just talking to yourself.
Yes, it's really weird. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. You got to do it, right?
Okay, this guy here's had his hand up for ages, so in the green jacket.
Couple of things. One, what's the worst toy you've got? The worst.
Are we including knockoffs?
No.
I know.
Well, I do have a Beast Machine Silverbolt, so that kind of takes it by default. But I've also got Optimus Minor.
Ready to fall out soon.
I haven't got her anymore.
Put her in the bin.
I didn't put her in the bin. So, no, but she was terrible, Jesus. You just remember that one? The pink motorbike? Yeah.
I actually put mine in the bin.
Good on you. No, yeah, that was dreadful. But my personal least favourite toy. Let's go with Silverbolt again. Yeah, he's terrible. No redeeming features. And also, but he was free, thanks, Carl.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Universe Ironhide.
You almost managed to sort
Still
of push that
smart,
out of
baby.
your memories, but...
I was repressed because it was that traumatic.
It's true, it was, yeah, it gave me,
Animated Starscream.
gave me issues.
Yeah.
Which Starscreen?
Talk about that.
Animated Starscream.
Oh boy, yeah. I got Skywalk though, he's alright.
Biased.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay, more questions. So you've had one, okay.
What's the best gift you've ever received?
Your man mentioned I got a Fortress Maximus, which is completely insane. Right? That's, someone else gave me a Metroplex too.
The same as got in the background of a bunch of your videos.
Yeah, I know.
Just standing there looming over you.
My life is so
reminding you.
weird. It really is, man. I talk at a thing, and then people give me stuff, and then I get invited to this. How weird is that? It's not normal, dude. Grown-ups don't do this.
Yeah, very different, isn't it? Speaking of not normal, let's have 2 more questions from the audience, and then you can
Your
go
man
off
with the
to-
bandana's had his hand up
Yeah.
a while.
What was the decision and thought-making process that went into losing your beautiful hair?
Oh. It just got gross. Like it was starting to recede a little bit, and it was always just ratty and disgusting. And also I started cycling as well, so that didn't help. I always came home completely filthy with just this ratty, gross mop on my head. And one day I was like, and I felt very little about it, apart from loads better, honestly. I do miss it. I can't windmill anymore, which is tragic. But only very occasionally do I miss it, and more often than not, I look really good.
Okay, so one last question. Let's make it a good one. You pick.
This guy.
First off, thanks earlier for signing my fiance's blur figure before the panel started. And second as well, what was it, if you can remember, that got you into Transformers in the very first place?
In the very first place?
Yeah.
When I was 3. Well, as a discerning consumer, I was like,
I think that was me as well. Just
yeah, I think we can all relate to that, right? That's.
I think that's been most of us in the dealer's room, to be honest.
What was your first thing?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I think it was Drag Strip. G1 Drag Strip. And he's still my fave. Among all the other faves, obviously.
May not count.
Not really. I had to share him with my brother. No, I did have a sea spray, but then I got a drab strip.
You actually have that spelling mistake on the Smith Toy Superstore website. That's it.
Yes! I wrote that.
Is that where you work secretly?
No!
Okay. No. Well, I think we should all just get a huge round of applause for Hugh.
No one can hear what I'm saying, it's fine.
Yeah. So now just you can run and see what the f they're doing at IDW. We don't care anymore.
Yeah, quick, I'm gonna miss it!
Cheers, man. Thank you.
No! Thank you, everybody!
Yeah.